Oh gosh, how late am I? I broke off the line and I was retying a rig, y'all. Sorry about that. I was I thought, well, I got time to retie a rig real quick. You know, I got thinking about it and I looked up here and I said, crap, it's time to start the live. So there we go. I'm finishing up tying this new rig on here. We're gonna get these rods the rest of the rods are baited up. I'm gonna get them thrown out here in just a second. When I do, I'll come back and I'll hello y'all in chat. Just hang on a minute. Get in there. Oh, yeah, caught me off guard. All right, that's rigged up. Let me get some bait on it. And get these rods back out. Yeah, during stand there, had several rods that were getting tapped on. Never did take. I reeled them up. Bait was gone off half of them. And I reeled this one up and broke it off. So I thought, well, I got time to retie it real quick. But I ran a little long on that. Well, let's hurt and get this baited up. We'll throw all the rest of them out. I'm going with that. See if I got one of my bigger shad in here. Yeah. Old frozen shad. There we go. All right, get these lines out and I'll come back and talk to y'all. I made that. It's a little longer than I wanted, but you know what? We're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. All right, let's get some lines in order. That is really shallow. Really shallow. A lot shallower than I was expecting. That one's a little bit. One more. Cool, it run around. It's actually warming up a little bit. I may be able to take this coat off. If it gets cold, I'll put it back on. See where we're at here. Okay. Regular tripod. I can't believe, man, I just get so out of breath just doing the simplest task anymore. It's just crazy. I mean, just the lightest bit of exertion, and I can't catch my breath. 18 people in the house. Good to see y'all. Let's go back if we can without messing this up. See what we got going on. Man, I just got over some kind of sinus infection, virus, whatever stuff. So that's partially why I can't catch my breath either. Okay. First out of the gate, Mr. Mike Sampson, what's going on? Whew. Breathe, Danny. Sappy in the house, first one in the gate. Benoit Fisherman, my sisters, what's going on? Love you, love you, love you. Good to see you, good to see you. B. Smith on her way to New York City, traveling right now. Unfortunately, Aspiring lost his father, and B and Chris are going up there to represent RCT and be there for us, and go up and give our condolences to Aspiring. They're great people like that. A drop of a hat, something happens, they're on their way. That's just the way they are, and we're proud to have them as part of our crew because they are an absolute blessing. Good-hearted people, we love you. V, Chris, absolutely amazing human beings in their own right, and it's kind of hard for me to say a whole lot of words about this because of the situation and all. But V, Chris, thank you for going up and being with Aspiring at this time. We all appreciate it. Wish we all could be there. Unfortunately, it's just not possible. Oh, okay. Rob Fox is in the house. What's up? We've caught one fish on stand day so far. We've had several bites. They are short biting today. Little tippy taps, tap taps. I'm thinking it's a bunch of little channel cats because that's what we caught earlier. They're pecking on the rods and everything, and we reeled up, checked the baits, and sure enough, I got 5 rods out and 3 baits were gone. They just sit there and nibble on it until they clean it up. I'm going to put my coat back on. Breeze picked back up. Greg Burgess, my brother, welcome in. Good to see you. Mr. Rogers in the house. Good to see you. Warren Farley, one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Absolutely. Good friend of mine, Mr. Warren Farley. Love him like a brother. V. Smith says, Danny, we love you. Love you right back, sis. Like I said, you and Chris have shown time and time and again what big heart you have and what kind people you are and how thoughtful you are. You're just amazing, and I'm honored, blessed, and proud to know you, and proud to call you my sister and all that good stuff. You're amazing. Love you, love you, love you. Let's see. Fishing with Steve Mosley. Hello, Steve. Good to see you, buddy. I had the link up there in the top of chat. Boy, I tell you what, I put more weight on those rods, and they're still. That current don't look very fast, but there's an undertow, really strong undertow. And every time I throw them rods out, it just sweeps them right to the bank. But that's okay because that's where we were getting bites at. So, let them sweep. Sweep on over if you want to. I don't care. Get on over and catch fish. It'll be fine by me. And I think, I'm live this afternoon or right now anyway. I think Josh Dunnigan may also be live. You guys get bored here, you can always jump over there and say hi to Josh because it's always good to have a couple choices. Lately on Saturday, wintertime stuff, not a lot of folks go live in the wintertime. Not as many, should I say. But yeah, you got a choice between me and Josh today. Go over and say hi to him. You can bounce back and forth or whatever you want to do. I am perfectly fine with it. I'm not a sensitive feller. Just ask my wife. He ain't very sensitive at all. All right, so fresh baits on, got them thrown out. Got one fish in the cooler so far. Yes, we are keeping little ones today. Not a lot. I want about 3, maybe 4 to keep. Anything we catch after that, we'll turn loose, no matter how big or small they are. Of course, if we catch any big ones, they're getting turned loose anyhow. We don't keep the big ones. Usually, I like anything that's under 3 pounds. Under 3 pounds. My my personal preference for catfish to keep is about 1.5 to 2 pounds. That's the size I'm looking for. But yeah, I want to try to keep 3, maybe 4 fish today. We'll see. And that's if we can catch that many. We'll have to see. So far, we've got one in the cooler. It's a good start. We're 1/4 of the way there. It'll be all right. Me and my wife, she's very what is the word I'm looking for? Very uh I want to say efficient, but that's not the word I'm looking for. She can take a little bit of something and make a whole lot out of it. You know what I'm saying? So if I just go home with one fish today, she can still make us a pretty decent meal out of that. We would get one fillet each and then big old pile of French fries, coleslaw, sliced onion, uh, pickle spear, and hush puppies, and you know, she can take one fish and make a big old meal out of it. You just gotta have a whole bunch of sides on it. You know what I mean? And that's how we do it around here. It don't take a lot. That's why we don't keep a whole lot of fish, even when we do keep fish. You watch now. We'd be lucky if we get a bite. And we are throwing for bait. I do have some fresh carp that I caught. I had 2 live carp. After that, I've got frozen shad that I've had for like 4 weeks. Uh, yeah, they're pretty sketchy as far as bait. But you know what? We caught one fish on that junky shad already this morning, and had it out on a few other rods, and they've been biting on it. They're just not real aggressive today. You'll see them tap the rods and tap the rods, and but they just won't, like, they're not grabbing it and going. You know what I'm saying? It's not the old grab and go day today. It's the peck, 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 and let's see if we can find the end of that hook day. Mm. Them 2 middle rods, I probably needed to put a little more weight on them because they're getting swept downstream and going right underneath those other 2 that's on the left. That is a recipe for disaster right there. A massive tangled up mess is what that's going to wind up being if a decent fish gets on there. But we're not going to mess with them. We're just going to let them sit, see if anything gets on them. See what happens. I would like to be that sandbar right there, but I just don't want to carry all this stuff. I carried this stuff through the woods as far as I wanted to go, and I didn't want to go any further. That's as far as I wanted to go. I can almost guarantee you, just about maybe 100 yards upstream that way, I probably would be in a much better spot. But we're just going to make the best of it right here. This is an easier spot to get to. We're going to go with that. Greg Burns, Danny, I am like Jerry Parker, laid up and knee gave out on me, went down like a rock, sprained knee, ankle. Not good for brother. You're preaching to the choir. I know. Um, it seems like man. I tell you what, I burped the other day and think I broke a rib. You gotta be careful when you cough. You can crack a rib. You know what I'm saying? Turn the wrong way and you're paralyzed. Oh, what have I got packed in the old cooler to drink today? Sprite. Ugh. That's not exactly what I was looking for. I was hoping I'd have a Mountain Dew in there. I ain't got no Mountain Dews left. All right. Well, it looks like we are at the point of the waiting game now. That sun's coming out a little harder, a little brighter. It's actually a little warmer than I thought it was going to be today. It's still not near as warm as it was yesterday. Yesterday was amazing. It got up to 50 degrees, believe it or not. But I got up this morning, it was 27. And then by the time I got here to the river, it's 29. I'm not sure what temperature is now. But I'm going to be spending time today just putting my coat on and taking my coat off, putting my coat on and taking my coat off. Because the wind will stop blowing and it'll get warm. And you take your coat off. About the time you get comfortable, the wind starts blowing again and you got to put your coat back on. I probably got a lighter jacket in the truck, would have probably been better, to be honest with you. And, I was hoping to, I was actually going to drive up this morning and go fish with Jerry Parker today and surprise him. But Jerry had a bit of a fall yesterday, and he's kind of laid up in his back too. And apparently he took a pretty good lick to the head. He got whacked in an noggin. So he may or may not have a mild concussion. I'm waiting to hear from him. We'll see. Yeah, apparently he fell and hurt his back and banged his head pretty hard. So no Parker today. At least that's the story he told me. If he didn't want to go fishing, he could have just said, I don't want to go. But I have no reason to doubt him at this time. Oh, Lord have mercy. 21 people in the house watching. And I'm hoping we can get on I'll have to get like 3 more heaters anyway. All that wind's coming back hard now. I put that coat on just a time. Took it off for 5 minutes, put it right back on. River Cats Tackle, what's up, boss man John? Good to see you. Good to see you. I am throwing, I got, I think, on 3 of the rods. I've got, I downsized the baits and I downsized the hooks. Uh, I'm running River Cats Tackle German steel 5/0 hooks. The original German steel. Not to be confused with any other copies or anything like that. Greg Burgess, Danny, rock break. I don't know. I don't know if I think he fell in the boat. I'm not sure. I haven't got the full story yet. Uh, I'm gonna talk to Jerry this afternoon when I get done here fishing. I'm gonna give him a call and check on him, make sure he's okay, and find out exactly what happened. All I know at this point is that he was fishing yesterday and having an absolute fantastic time. He was on fire yesterday. Jerry caught several big fish. He doubled up, tripled up. It was just crazy. It was a madhouse, him fishing. Uh, I mean, you couldn't ask for better fishing conditions than he had yesterday, and he took advantage of it. But at some point, he messaged me and told me, he said, man, I fell, I hurt my back, and I might have a concussion. At this point, that's all I know. I don't know if he fell on the rocks, getting the boat out of the water, or on the ramp. I don't know if he fell in the boat. Um, he's not seriously injured. Don't send flowers or nothing. He ain't hurt no worse than most other people. But he's not feeling well today. He got a little banged up. But I'll check on him and make sure he's okay. And I'll find out the rest of the story. Fat boy Eric, what's going on? It's cold and snowing here. Yeah, it's a little nippy here, especially whenever I was sitting out there in the woods in the tree stand yesterday, and it got up to 50 degrees, and I get up this morning and it's 27. That's a pretty good dump, for you to. But I ain't got no snow on me, so thank goodness for that. Jerry Parker, bank anger of the century. Well, here's the thing. He split his time between bank and boat now. He's not 100% bank angler. He does better on the bank. You can't even tell that, but he did good. Just we got a bite right there on that rod. See, he just tugged on it, pulled on it, but did not hook up. I've got I got a crimson red hook on there. That's the rod I just broke the line off of a while ago, and I got a crimson red on there with a float rig. Yeah, he. See, that's the way they've been hitting it. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but yeah, he tugged on it about 3 or 4 times and just kind of bouncing the rod real good. But they're not smacking it hard enough to get hooked up. Let's see, Mr. Rogers in here? Yes, he is. Okay. See if I missed anybody. Everybody saying hi. Well, let's keep an eye on that rod on the far left there. It just got a little bit of activity on it. That's what they've been doing though. They'll peck at it like 3 or 4 times. You know, or they'll bounce the rod 3 or 4 times, and then they'll wait a little bit and they'll do it again, and eventually they wind up getting hooked up. That's the way they've been doing so far this morning. But when you guys saw me cast those rods out, I threw them straight out there toward the middle. But like I said, there's a really strong undertow here, and it's sweeping the lines back downstream, and so they're all winding up right in that area right in there is where they're all ended up at. And some of them are only like 15 feet off the shore, but there's a rock ledge out there just off the bank. And I think a lot of those little channel cats and stuff are kind of holed up there. And if you're lucky, the line sweeps down there and gets in the right area, right where those fish are kind of staged up. It's a hit or miss thing, you know. It's not like you're on a boat where you can go over and find exactly where they're at and then spot lock and throw back on them. We're throwing out there in the middle and letting the swing rods drift back in toward the shore, and hopefully those baits land right where those fish are staged up at. Chad Thomason, welcome in. Good to see you. But that was our first bite of the live stream right there, just the first little tap. So maybe we might be able to get on a fish today. We'll see. I know the conditions were way better yesterday. Absolutely. Like I said, I went up, hunted on my property, and spent all day up there. Saw several deer, but with a bow in your hand, uh, the range is very, very limited. I won't shoot at anything over 40 yards. And I think I saw 5 deer total yesterday, and they were all between 60 and 100 yards out. Just a little further than I want to sling an arrow at. Lisa Swain, catfishing lady, my PB buddy. That's my PB buddy, and that's the best kind. Nobody fools with a buddy of mine. Old catfish catching, PB buddy of mine, Miss Lisa Swain. River Rat 3030. Let's see, he is the current bank angler of the year. He is up for nomination again this year. You guys go check that out. Give old Ernest a tap on the voting booth thing there or whatever. Everyone, hope you're doing well today. Bless you too, Ernest. You too, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you much. That's a absolute honor to get the. I've got my bank angler of the year medal hanging up, and that's good enough for me. I pretty much just kind of pulled back from all that stuff. Let everybody else worry about it. I've cut back quite a bit on a little bit on the live streaming, this and that, what have you not. I'm still fishing every weekend. Don't just because I ain't there, don't mean I ain't there. You know what I mean? I've been going out a lot with my buddy Richard Cluck from Fishing and Freedom, and we've had several trips where we'd start to set the tripod up and everything, and he go, you know what, man, let's just go fishing today. Not worry about having to run and grab a camera and push buttons and keep up with stuff. We just sat there in the chair and talked. And last 2 weekends in a row we went, we've done pretty good. Uh, I landed 30 pounder the first weekend we went out, and another 30 pounder the next weekend we went out. And Richard went out yesterday, I think it was, either yesterday or the day before, and he got on a huge fish. Uh, Oddly enough, he had the boat and he beached it on the bank and jumped out on the bank and caught him a really nice fish. But yeah, we've been averaging getting at least 130 pounder every weekend, which is here lately is pretty good. It used to be you go out and get a 30 pounder 2 or 3, 4 times a trip. Nowadays, you're struggling to get it one on, if you go out, if you get a 30 pounder, you're great. The fish have definitely thinned out quite a bit. But that doesn't keep us from going. Dave Garcher in the house. Welcome in, Dave. Good to see you. We're up to 27 people today. Got that link pinned up there at the top of chat. Anybody wants to hop up in here and hang out with us, you're more than welcome. Don't matter if you're fishing or not. If you want to come up and say hi to everybody and talk, I got no problem with it. We're just basically relaxing, chillaxing, and trying to. Whoa, did y'all see that? I don't know if I had the camera there. Big old sturgeon just come up right there, splashed the water, and took off. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. Man, he wasn't 10 feet off the bank. I say big old sturgeon. He might have been 8 pounds, maybe. He wasn't huge. They're always cool to see, though. This time of year, for some reason, they jump out of the water a lot. I don't know if I got my hearing aids connected to the live stream or I don't know. Does that make a lot of noise when I tap on my ear? I think I got the Bluetooth turned off. That way you guys don't have to hear me breathing real hard and stuff anytime I walk up down that bank. Or it might have automatically reset whenever I started the live stream. I don't know. Come on, fish. You got that one little low tap and you're going to quit? Nobody likes a quitter. You might have got the bait. I've got that old. I mean, this shad that I'm using is pretty doggone mushy. I mean, it's not great bait. But yeah, we did catch one fish on it so far. Did get a bite on the fresh carp earlier. But they didn't act like they was real excited about it. They just kind of bumped it a little bit. Yeah, I know it'd be way too much work. Man, if I could get to that, if I could move down to that sandbar right there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not down there. See that sandbar right there? That, my friends, is a hot spot because it's right in front of, or right downstream from, there's a submerged wing dam down there. And those fish are absolutely stacked in there. It's just it's just so much work to carry all this stuff down there with the rods, the rod holders, the camera, tripod, the bait, tackle bag, all the gear. It's just I don't know. I guess you can say I've gotten lazy, but I've just got to where I can't hardly get down there and do that anymore and not feel like crap at the end of the day from exerting myself so much. So that has definitely affected my fishing success because I'm going to a lot of the spots that are just really easier to get to so that I'm not wearing myself out. Fishing's not as good, but you know what? We're still fishing. You know what I mean? It's better to be in a bad spot than it is to be on the couch. That's all I'm saying. At least you got a shot. a chance. And I know it sounds sad that it's that much trouble for me to go another 100 yards, but y'all don't know what it's like climbing all. Some of y'all probably do, but that's loose, giant riprap rocks, and they're just rolling out under your feet all the way down there. And to walk 100 yards on top of that crap and not fall down, it's just dang near impossible. I mean, you're going to fall. You know, I'm just getting tired of getting hurt. I mean, I feel pretty good today, and I don't want to mess that up. Ain't got no pains or aches or anything really bad. And the last thing I want to do is go down there and say, you know what? Let's just go ahead and twist our ankle and jam our spine and make the back hurt. Get the shoulders and arthritis all flared up. I ain't doing it. We're gonna sit right here and see if we can't catch some little old channel cat. But don't fool yourself. There's some big old catfish out there. Boy, them lines are just absolutely sweeping down. And see, here's the funny thing. This is an eddy. It's a reverse current. The current's flowing that way out there, but it swoops around and it's flowing this way right here. So it's a reverse current. I'm throwing out there in that fast current and it goes down and the lines get caught in this and then they move back that way and then they pull tight that way. Those rods are actually getting pulled upstream of the river because of the current rolling in a circle right here. But if you ask Tim Scott, a reverse current is one of the best spots to target to try to catch fish. Boy, I'll tell you what though, I wish I could get down there without getting my ankle busted or fall, bust my butt. I would love to get on that sandbar down there because I honestly can tell you, I promise you, just that 100-yard spot, just 100 yards away, it is so tempting. But to get all this stuff down there is just, for me right now, it'd just be dang near impossible. Pack all this up and try to get down there. Let's see. Dave not doing too good. Sprained knee and ankle. Can hardly walk. Been there, done that. And that's the thing, Craig. If I try to get down there to that spot, that good spot right there, I'm gonna be in the same boat you are. The difference is if I get hurt down here, I'm down here by myself. And I'm about a quarter mile from the truck. And it's hard enough carrying all this gear out of here and take it to the truck, but then turn around and have a busted leg or something like that or a broke arm and have to go that quarter mile carrying this stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. It ain't worth it to me. It's not worth it. Now, if I had somebody here with me, absolutely, we'd be down there fishing that spot. If I had a little bit of backup, but out here by myself, I gotta be smart. I gotta be smart. Stop taking chances. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Yeah, you can put on a fantastic show catching all kinds of fish, but you can also wind up in the hospital. And when you throw that little uh, bit of something on the scales, it tips it toward the not going to do it. Yeah, you start talking about getting busted up and have to carry all this crap out of here with one bad leg or one bad arm. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here in the old safe zone. I'm pretty much over the days where I'd risk anything to catch a bunch of fish on a live stream. I'm pretty much over. Well, my wife used to get on to me all the time. She goes, you're taking way too many chances just to try to catch fish to show people. They said more often than not, you wind up just hurt. And I'm like, yeah, time to slow down. And we're going to start calling it The old fart fishing channel or something. I don't know. May change things up a bit. Big old blowfly landing on my arm. That one fish tapped. I bet you he got that bait off there when he popped that while ago. Like I said, it don't take nothing to knock these old rotten shad off the hook. They are biting them. I mean, they're not real aggressive, but uh, they just barely grab that shad, a couple pulls, and they pull it right off the hook. It's like trying to keep a piece of jello on a hook. It just ain't gonna happen. But we'll let it sit for a little while. If he don't hit it again, we'll try to reel it up out of them rocks without losing our rig, and we'll sling it back out there again. Mm. A little bit warmer than I thought it was going to be today. I was expecting to be absolutely miserable, freezing, but it's not unbearable. A little chilly, nippy, but it's tolerable. Just when that wind blows, you go, ooh. You're like, look at the window stop, man, it's killing me. But it's not super bad. I wish old Jerry hadn't got himself messed up, though, because I was really planning on getting up early and going up and visiting him this morning. He's kind of getting older, too. He's old as me, but he's getting old enough now that when he falls down, he don't spring back up like he used to. Old Billy Goat's turning into a cripple goat. It's going to take effect on him. He's lucky, though, because he bought that boat just the right time. He bought that boat about the time that he starts to get where he's old enough that falling on them rocks on the bank, it just, you don't recover from it like you used to. But he's got the option of jumping over in the boat now, so good for him. The ironic part is, I've almost bet you he was on the boat when he fell yesterday. He's probably thinking, dang, I should have stayed on the bank. I don't know. I'll find out tonight, though. We'll call and check on him. Boy, if I'd known this water's this shallow right here, we'd have fished in town over at New Madrid. That water's just deep there. And probably got just as good a chance catching fish there as I do here. And it would have been a lot easier. I could back the truck right up to the bank. Let's see. Wait till you get my age. Yeah, Greg, I know you're a little older than me. And the water seems to be, it's supposed to be dropping, but it's actually higher uh, right now than it was the last time I come over here. It's actually come up a little bit. Although it dropped this week, it's still higher than it was the last time I was here. See, what do we got coming up? I think everything's pretty much uh, far enough off that I got time to prepare for. I think the first thing we got coming up is like in March or April. I'm not sure. I don't have my calendar with me. We got some big shows coming up this year. Got a lot of tournaments we're going to be fishing in. The actual live tournaments were in person. Got several of them coming up that we're going to be going to. I know I'm going to be fishing with James Fonseca, Mr. Cool Cats Fishing. Uh, both of us are going to be in the National Catfishing Championship at Owensboro, Kentucky. I think that is the first tournament that I've got coming up this year. Also have the Mississippi River Monsters in Memphis, Tennessee. As of right now, I believe that one there, I'm planning on fishing that one with Richard Cluck, Fishing Freedom. We did decent in it last year. We didn't place in the money, but we came in and made a pretty good showing with fish and all. We weren't last place, I know that. And I'm trying to find out. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna team up with Jeremy and Andrew Four Creole Catfish this year for Vicksburg, Mississippi. I'm hoping I get to. We haven't talked about it yet. I know last year they said they wanted me to fish with them, but we'll see what happens. A lot of things change between year to year. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping to get to go. I'll go to Vicksburg no matter what. Yeah, I'm hoping I get to fish that tournament. Let's see, V and them just hit New Jersey. Well, drive careful, V. That East Coast ain't no joke. It ain't no joke at all. It ain't like down here in the South when we drive around real slow and everybody behind us honking the horn, going, "Come on, let's go." Get up there in them big cities, man, they'll run you over. Everybody's doing 80 miles an hour on the interstate and got 5 feet between bumpers. A little too crazy for me. Little too wild. Yep, that's what you're exactly right, Greg. You got it. You are 100% correct. Yeah, I came over with expectations of catching 3 or 4 eaters. At this point, I've got one in the box, like I said. At this point, I'll be happy if I catch one more. That way, at least when I clean them fish, Stacia will have a fillet or 2 fillets apiece, and I'll have 2 fillets. It'll make for a pretty big meal. Now, if we get one more, I'll be happy. But the goal is to try to get 4 total, or 3 or 4. 3 would be great. 4 would be greater. 2 will be fine. Yeah, I got some barge traffic coming up. Old River's been really weird lately. The mountains are insanely beautiful. Yeah, I've been up through that way. I've actually been to New York City twice. I know you're going to New York. I don't believe you're going to New York City. New York and that area up there, East Coast, man, it's absolutely beautiful scenery. I just don't fit in there very well. You folks got a whole different style of living than I do. Not putting them down, just saying. It's a little too fast for me. I like things slow down, take a nice easy pace, and enjoy life. Move too fast, you miss too much. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of folks say, Hurry up. You're going to miss it. Hurry up. You're going to miss it. But when you're hurrying to see one thing, you miss five things because you're in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Slow down. Take your time in life. Enjoy every moment. You rush through everything, you're going to miss a lot more than you see rushing. Well, Bard's loud, boy. He is cranking it. He is cranking that thing. We might have just been we were getting pretty steady bites this morning, but they've just about slowed down to nothing. It's definitely been a morning bite in the last few weeks. Have to get a hold of Richard and see what he's got planned next weekend. And now that I got my phone all figured out and worked out, where we can actually do live streams like we used to, we'll have to set something up for next week. Jerry Parker, how's the fish? I got one in the cooler, Jerry, so far. I won stand day. There's Jerry Parker. Jerry, people been asking about you. I told them you hurt your back and you might possibly have a mild concussion. Uh, yeah, they're slow biting today, Jerry. It's like peck, 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 peck. And I managed to catch one channel cat right now. He was almost 4 pounds. He was 3 point something, almost 4 pounds. And I got him in the cooler. He's going to the house. But they were biting pretty steady. All I got is some old frozen threadfin shad, which you know that sucks for bait. But that's actually what I caught that catfish on. And I've got two live carp, and I've got one of them cut up. And I've got some frozen skipjack. I haven't tried that yet, which I've been pretty down on skipjack lately anyway. It ain't been doing very well. Of course, you know that. But Jerry, how you feeling? You're back and your head okay? Everybody's been wondering. Hell, you can hit the link pop up here if you want to. Everybody can check on you and find out what's going on with you. High pressure system come in late yesterday and today, so definitely hurts the bite. You're telling me, hey, I'm feeling blessed just to catch that one fish. But I did manage to catch one on crappy bait too. On old frozen shad that when you thawed it out, it felt like trying to put Elmer's glue on your hook. But I got one of them to eat it anyway. Sure. Fin sore, but doing good. You talking about you or the fish? I didn't know you had fins, Parker. That explains a lot. Parker's got fins. No wonder he catches so many fish. Man, I want to get down there to that. Jerry knows what I'm talking about. Where that little sandbar is right down there, there is a conservation sign up on the in the woods right there at that spot. That's where I want to be. I'd love to get down to that spot, but my God, it'd just be ridiculous. I'm trying to think if hmm, I got something cooking in my head right now. So plan on getting done again in the boat next weekend. Yeah, I'm probably going to be fishing with Richard next weekend. Um, we'll all get together figure out some kind of a game plan. We may have to do a one of them lives like we did that last year. You got you and Dunnigan on a boat, me and Richard on a boat. We have to set something up. See what we do. Right now, I'm trying to think if maybe, yeah, come on, barge by. I'm trying to think in my head. Uh, if I just took two rods, if I left three rods here and just took two rods with me, and just two rods, the bait bucket, my chair, and the tripod, that wouldn't be carrying a whole lot of stuff. I wonder if I could get down to that spot with just two rods and bare minimum equipment. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. There's Josh, the weekend angler. Josh, are you not doing your live? I told everybody they could either watch me or watch you. Said it wouldn't hurt my feelings. I don't care. Said, but you'd have two shows to watch today, either me or Josh down and get either one, the weekend angler. But I told everybody I thought for sure that you was going to go ahead and go live. Let me do I'm doing the math in my head and plan on going live today. Oh, I thought you were. Well, Stan said you were. Big old liar. I'm thinking about taking them two 10-foot rods and see if I can get down there to that spot. Let's see, I'm trying to think what all will I have to take. Bare minimum. Two rods, two rod holders, the bait bucket, my chair, the tripod. Uh, I'm not carrying that heavy tackle bag with me. I'm not doing that. That thing weighs a freaking ton because it's got all them lead weights and stuff. The problem with that is if I get down there and get hung up and break off, all my stuff's back down here. And there's a good chance I'll break off. Let me think about it. I may just take two rods and go down there. See how much of a difference it makes. Hey, there's Bill. What's up? How you doing, Bill? So might try to fish later. Okay, Josh. I'm not gonna be out here terribly long. Right now, I'm trying to talk myself into taking two rods and heading upstream and leaving. I'm gonna leave these three rods out here. Just loosen the drag up on them in case something does get a hold of them. We may try to make it down there. Grab a few sinkers and hooks. Tuck it and go. Yeah. Let me figure out what I can do here. Hmm. So they did float rigs. I wish I had some free tide rigs. So the problem is bait I'll have is frozen stuff. That's what I'm using today, Josh. Do you know them shad that I got from you at Baldwin? That's what I'm using today. Yeah, the shad I got, that I'm using today is some shad that I got from Josh Dunnigan when we did the Baldwin Bash. Does that tell you how old these bait are? But I still managed to catch a channel cat on it. Let me see here. Boy, I am really working in my head some kind of plan. Hmm. As far as those rods there have swept up against that bank, I almost think, I don't know if I could reel them in without breaking them off. And I don't want to sit here and tie another set of rigs up. Man, the temptations get the best of me. And the fun thing about it is, while I'm walking along them rocks to get there, if I fall, you guys are going to know it because this camera's going to go flying. Do I want to try to get down there? The question of the day is, do I want to do that? Oh, just got to tap on this rod over here on the far right. That thing ain't been hit all day. Something finally just tapped on it. That little green 7'6" rod, the Challenger rod. Something pecked on it. Oh, you guys trying to catch those things again? There comes that freaking wind again. Oh my God. It's going to start blowing hard. Let me think of it. I'm trying to talk myself into taking two rods and moving down there. I'm trying to think just how much trouble that's going to be. If I take bare equipment, just minimal equipment, and head down there. So I almost feel like we will do better there. That current's twice as fast there as it is right here, though. Some really quick current. Man, I don't know if I got the energy to do that. I'm trying to talk myself into it. Y'all just be patient. I'm trying to talk myself into taking two rods and heading upstream. I'm just dreading it. Absolute nightmare getting down there. Let's see what I can pack up here. I've almost got myself talked into it. Just be patient. Be patient. Y'all want to go a trip along them rocks? And when I say trip, I mean it literally trip. Dadgummit, that's 100 yards on that crib. Hang on, I've almost got myself talked into it. I've almost got myself talked into it. Well, you know what? It may be the end of my world if I make the wrong choice. Says the man with a busted back and a cracked skull. He's laid up on the couch, dang near hospital bound, going, "Hey, you act like you're trying to decide the fate of the world." Yeah, well, you got a busted head, pal. I don't want to be like Jerry Parker, you know what I'm saying? Oh, good Lord. Oh, a big old buffalo just come up. Out there doing like a dolphin impression. They finish drinking this 7 Up, and I'll make up my mind. You know what would really make me mad though? Is take those 2 rods right there and head down there, and then look back down here and see these other 3 rods all bent over. I'd be like, you got to be kidding me. That would absolutely just aggravate the crap out of me. All right. Let's see what the best plan of attack is. I'm not taking any spare tackle with me. I know I should, but I'm going to go down there, and if I break off, I'll just come back here and not worry about it. All right, let's do it. All right, bare minimal gear. We're going to take a bait bucket, so that's got to go. All right, see if we get these rods reeled in without them, without breaking off. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. We're going on an adventure. Why can't I catch my cotton picking breath? We're gonna leave that rod there. Let's try this one. See if we can get it out of that. All right. Looks like we're gonna be taking one 10-footer, Ancient Mariner, and we're gonna take one J&S Signature Series rod with us. Oh, this is not gonna be fun. This is not gonna be fun. All right, man, you done reeled them up. You gotta do it. Lord, don't let me break my neck. Yeah. I don't like that at all. Bait. Yeah, these rods are going to be a pain in the ass. I need to figure out a better way to carry them. I'm not like I'm banging tips these rods all to pieces. Let's try something. Let's do this. Put the bait here. Now, if I get these over my back like that, then all I got left to grab is you guys. All right. All right, wish me luck. We're heading that way, y'all. Let's do it. God, I hate the freaking rocks. I hate the rocks. I hate the rocks. Oh, this ain't gonna be no fast trip. We're gonna take our time. Oh, there's kind of halfway a clear spot right here if I can get to it. Walk along that a little better. Oh my God. Golly. Oh my God. Let's go. That's one. Freaking rock rolled right off under my foot. Come on, Danny. You can do this. Come on. It doesn't. It doesn't seem like it's that far, but just getting there is the hard part. Come on now. Rest. Go again. This is stupid. Let's get into that sandbar. Be easier to walk on that. That beaver tore that log up. I can't even see the other rods from here. Come on. Should get easier right here. Get down here close to the bank. We better catch a dang fish. That's all I got to say. Oh, well, that's much easier walking. Dang coyote. Footprints everywhere. I can't breathe. We'll set the rods up around this rocky point right here. Well, we're here. On the sand beach. Give me a second. Gotta get my composure. Man, that current's fast. Holy crap. Way faster right here than it was down there. That's fast, fast water. Gotta breathe for a minute. That was not fun. Oh my God. Man, that water's rolling. Current way faster than I thought it was going to be. Hmm. 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 All right, I don't know if all that was going to be worth it or not. Because that current is ripping. I mean, ripping. It's way faster here than I thought it was going to be. Oh, man, it's going to take me forever. Catch my breath back. Just that little bit right there just completely destroys me. I ain't kidding you. And I got to carry this crap out of here. Sometimes I question my decisions. Quite often, I question my decisions. But Jerry knows where I'm at. Uh, I am. I'm sitting right below that conservation sign, Jerry, on the bank. I'm right in line with it. And we usually do pretty good here. But the way the current is right now, I don't know. What am I, hung on something already? What the crap? There's one little bitty old tree stump floating down through here. There's not a log on the whole river. And that one stump found that rod. Got the whole river to float around in, and it floats by, gets right in that line. It came off there though, so we should be okay. Hopefully it didn't drag the line into those freaking rocks and get me all tangled up. I just don't know about them fish being in this super, super fast current. With the water being as cold as it is, I've always thought they like to be right off of the current scene when it's this cold. That way they don't have to work so hard to stay in one spot. Oh, all right. What did I miss while I was doing all that? Ooh, let's see here. Jumped all the way back. Okay. Why does it keep jumping? Dadgummit. Try to scroll back, it's messing me up. Good God. Man, y'all just started chatting up a storm once I stopped watching chat. How far back do I gotta go? Man, you guys talked up a storm. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. What did I do? No, what I did. Okay. I'm gonna have a takedown. No, if one of them, I can't even see them other rods, Jerry. That's the good thing about it. So if I get a fish on them, I got the drag loosened up. He's just gonna have to stay on there until I make my way back up there. I'm not. I'm not gonna even try to concentrate on them rods down there. I got them set out. I got them anchored in pretty good, and I got the drag loosened. He'll either spoil me, or he'll be there when I get there. Let's see. Lance McCoo guy in the house there. Good afternoon, everybody. Just got home from work. Oh, Lance, say hi to Lance, John. That gummit. Well, I keep hitting the wrong button. Man, that current's fast out there. I don't know if the fish are gonna be up in that or not. So, Danny, is that your bait tail for stress? But Parker ain't gonna come get me. He's too far away. That's 2.5 hours for him to come get me. He ain't coming down here. I'll call Eric back. Yeah, I call Eric back. They can land right on this sandbar. Oh, what's going on there? What is that? That rod bent real hard from the current, but it just stood up straight like something took the pressure off of it. Mm-mm. Grass ain't always greener on the other side like I thought it was. Because this current's way faster than I thought it was going to. So we're going to set it out here. There's Jose 803. What's up, man? I ain't seen you in a while. What you been up to, dude? Good to see you. Oh, dad gummit, quit doing that. What did I do? There. Nubbies says, howdy y'all from sunny Cape Canaveral, Florida. Boy, I wish I was there. On board the MSC. No, I don't want to be on no boat down there. I just soon be on the shore. I'll be on surf fishing. That's my thing, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like doing. I'm, I'm debating if that was a good idea to move down here or not. Have a love hate relationship with them rocks? No, it's pretty much hate. I mean, our perfect option would be down there where that submerged wing dam is, but y'all, I'm not going to try that again. That's as far as I'm going. That's all I got in me. That was not fun. That was not fun at all. I am not trying to move down there. Do you ever notice though when you get it set up in a spot and you look down the stream or upstream and you go, man, that looks a little bit better. And you can just move around all day doing that crap. Just constant moving. I'm looking for that slack water over there is what I'm looking for. Right there. A little bit of slack water. This fast, fast current whipping through there. Now, if them lines will drift over and hit right there, that's kind of what I got in mind. If they'll hit that little bit of pocket of slack water right there, I think that's where we're gonna get on fish at. That's the spot, my boys. I can actually, we may move just to the other side of that log right there and try to hit that pocket right there and get out of this ripping current. Because honestly, I think that's the spot. I couldn't see it very well from where I was at. Once I got down here, I got a better eye on reading that water. You know what I'm saying? Dude, man, there goes a barge loaded with chat rock. Man, he is pushing. There ain't much of that barge sticking out of the water. There's water splashing over the front of it onto the deck. It's crazy. That boy's about 2 rocks away from sinking. If you put one more rock on the front of that thing, it's going down. I'm telling you. Okay. They said, hi. Who's that? Let's see. Hillbilly Moonshiners. This Danny Stone, what's up? Gonna get frostbite more than catfish bite. I got one catfish already. I was hoping to get about 3 or 4. And we're chasing eaters today, but if we hook into a big one, that'd be nice too. Or just watching back and your legs are messed up. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I got lucky. Uh, I only fell once, and I kind of caught myself. But I'll know better later tonight when I sit down on the recliner for a little while, and then go try to get up and go, yep, that did it. But hopefully, uh, didn't mess nothing up. Yeah, this is all rocks for as far as you can see, man. I mean, it's just if you want to walk this bank, it's an absolute nightmare. I mean, absolutely. Um, on the plus side of it, uh, there's not a lot of people that come down here and fish for the simple fact they just don't want to deal with these rocks. That keeps a lot of them out of here. But there are some folks that will come down here and brave it and do it. I've seen people fishing these spots a couple times, but they're not packed in here like they are uptown at New Madrid. Right there where you just walk over the levee and there's a little park there that you can sit right there at the edge of the river and fish. It's way easier. Them rods will settle down over in that slack water when they get something going. There's an eagle flying over, so that's always a good sign. Uh, Beats the day I'm freaking out, telling your wife, your doc, all them. It's on video. Yeah. Oh, trust me. My wife has snitched me out of many a times to my doctor. Yeah, mobility. She absolutely. I don't think we're in that pocket that we need to be in. I mean, if you just from what I've learned over the years and stuff, yeah, yeah, I know a lot of guys like to fish this really, really fast water. Um, that's a little more difficult from the bank. So what I generally look for, and I don't know how well you guys can see it. I mean, you can see right now that water is absolutely ripping through here. I mean, it's rolling. That's probably about a 5 mile an hour current right there, maybe a little more, but I'm going to say five just to be conservative about it. But if you look, there's a little cut in right here, and you see where that kind of this glassy surface right there. Okay, the fast water is going out around it right there, but there's like a little pocket. And my technique of fishing, that's what I'm looking for, is that little pocket, because I can actually throw into the fast current right at the edge of it, and that bait will sink and it will drift over there and it will land right in that pocket. And that's where I usually catch my fish, generally speaking. Right now, I'm just dead smack in the middle of that fast stuff. And it's like, got the rods all bent over, pulling. I think we need to move those rods down another 60 feet, should do it. We'll go 60 feet further upstream, and that should put us in that pocket, I think. We're going to let them sit there for a few minutes, give the fast current a try, but more likely than not, we're going to move those rods to right there and throw out there and let them drift back into that slacker water. That's going to be the game plan. But we'll try this fast water for a minute, see if there ain't some wild, crazy fish out there just swimming, you know, with all he's got to try to find some bait in that fast water. We'll give it a try. Man, I wish I could see them other rods down there. No, I don't, because then my butt would be running down there with this camera in my hand, trying to get to them. So it's better that I just don't see them. Here's the next scary part. Oh my God, I didn't think about this. I mean, I did, but I didn't. There's a lot of rocks right there. If we reel up and we break off, we ain't bring no more tackle with us. I didn't want to carry that much stuff. And if we break off, then that means we're just gonna walk our butts right back down there. and just say, forget it. We're just going to fish that spot down there. There's Andrew DeFore. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Andrew just got his CDL license. We're all proud of him. He did a fantastic job. Daddy, what time you plan on ending your life? I never plan nothing. I just show up and see what happens. If I get out here and I get aggravated and get sick of it, I'll reel up and say, all right, y'all have a nice day. You know, just never know. Could be in 5 minutes, could be in 5 hours. Just don't know. Fishing with Big Mike. All right. One of my most favorite bank anglers of the world right there. One of the first ones I ever watched was Big Mike. Back when I first started watching YouTube, he's one of the ones that caught my attention right off the bat. David Ogden in the house. Welcome in. I'm scrolling through chat, you guys. I'm trying to, if it's you guys talking to each other or saying hi, I'm just scrolling past it. David Ogden, how are you? Well, I'm good right now, but day ain't over yet. There's a lot of things could happen between now and the end of the day. We'll see. Mike Lockhart in the house. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. It always looks better somewhere else. That's why I say don't leave fish, but you know we will. Well, that's the thing. I was getting bites this morning, but it pretty much just died off right there in that spot. So I wanted to try a little different, something different. You know what I mean? I'm going to try something just a little different. Well, this is a lot different where I'm at right now. Moved 100 yards, and it's a total different scenario. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna probably just reel up and throw over into that pocket, them rocks. And now here's the thing though, when I throw over there, if I don't catch a fish, I'm gonna get hung up. And most likely I'm hung up right now because they've got rocks dumped all out in there right below this swing dam just to kind of keep the soil solid, keep it from floating away. Okay. Give us a couple more minutes. We'll see if we can release up and not break off. It's going to be, you know what? If I release up and I'm hung up, it's going to be an absolute disaster because we came all the way down here for nothing. Because I'm not going to walk back down there and get rigs and come back down here and do it again. We break them off. We're going to, you know what I might do when I leave out of here in this spot here, though? We climb that hill behind us right there. There is an old logging road up there. And it's a little bit further to walk, but it's a lot easier. Hey, Mark from Catfish and Crappie. Might not stay long because I'm watching the Buffalo game. I understand. I understand, brother. Appreciate you stopping by. Get on them old Bills. Are they the ones that, who was that kicked that field goal there they missed? I don't know much about football. I just know somebody kicked and missed. They was playing against the Steelers, I think. That boy had to be devastated. All he had to do was get that football between them two posts, and they would have won. And he missed. I bet he just like probably went home and threw up all night. Poor feller. All right, we're going to try to reel these up. Chances are we're fixing to break off. And here's the crazy part. Y'all just watched me walk all the way down here for nothing other than just to see me fall if those are hung up. I almost bet they are. I almost bet they are. I'm scared to reel them up. I just almost know they're going to be hung up. Talk yourself into. You always have to talk myself into everything. What the crap is that? Look like ashes falling out of the sky. Boy, it's nice and warm on this sandbar, though, for some reason. Sun shining on me right now. It just feels quite lovely. Quite lovely indeed. All right. I almost got myself talked into it. What is that? They're like ashes falling out of the sky from something. Like something somewhere's burning. Lord, please don't let these rods be hung up. Please don't let these rods be hung up. Please don't let these rods be hung up. Let's try to reel one up in, see if we can get it in. Up here on this high ground. All right. We know what we're looking for. We just got to try to find it. And I don't know, my gut's telling me a little, I feel a little better about this spot, but you know, it could just be gas. Oh, freaking wind picking back up. So, moderate current here. We moved about 60 feet and it went from like super fast, crazy current to about half of that. And we are fishing in that little eddy pocket right there. It's a small eddy that, in my opinion, would hold fish. I don't know how well the angle is on those rods. That sunlight might be causing too much of a glare for you guys. Let's move this way a little bit. See if we get a better picture here. Let's try this. See if that's better. There we go. I think that might be better there. Mr. Gimpy, any catches or is he Bobby? No, I got one channel cat in the cooler that I'm taking home with me. He's just under 4 pounds. He was like 3.94 or some crap like that. Caught a channel cat today. I've had several bites, but they're being really picky. I mean, they're just pecking at it. Short biting, wintertime bite, typical. Did I throw them out far enough to get to that spot right there? I'm not sure. I think I did. We'll see. Oh, oh, I got no oxygen. You ever think about getting one of those? I seen them advertised on TV. It's like a little can of compressed oxygen that you just like put over your mouth and your nose, and you can give yourself a blast of oxygen, kind of catch your breath. I've been thinking about getting one of those. I think it would be quite handy. when you're out here climbing up down these rocks and just doing stupid stuff. So I said, Mr. Gimpsey, Mr. Gimpy. Mac County in here? Yeah, there he is. There's old Ethan. What's up, buddy? One channel cat so far. I uh, I went on the last hour of stand day and uh took first place with a channel cat. So had several little bitty bites since then, but no fish. So basically, my goal, Dave, come in and win stand day, and that's it, I guess. I was really hoping to catch 3 or 4 nice eaters, especially out of this cold water. Oh man, it's so good. Fish are so good when you catch them out of the cold water, but they just don't like cooperating at all. See, I moved down here and already I'm looking upstream about another 50 yards, soft spot I even like even better. It's a never ending. You just keep going till you wind up down there on that freaking wing dam, and you're like, now I got a mile to walk to the truck. I'll leave out here though. What I'm most likely going to do is just go straight up this hill and hit that logging road, and walk back down instead of trying to climb over them rocks. It'd take me a little longer, but it'd be a lot easier. Yeah, current's not quite as bad right here. Not where those lines are sitting anyway. Well, that wore me out. How long have I been alive? Hour and 51 minutes. That's it. Oh my God. Seems like I've been alive for 2 or 3 hours. Not even quite 2 hours yet. So I'm gonna say probably go another, at the most another hour. If we don't catch any fish, we'll be done. Uh, at the least another 38 minutes. So if we get on something with the next 38 minutes to an hour, then we'll consider keep going. But other than that, between 38 minutes and an hour, we're gonna be out of here. And I'm telling y'all right now, I know there's I know a couple people in here. It's going to be saying, well, stay alive while you go along them rocks just in case something happens. No, whenever I end the live, I end it right here, and then I'm going to carry my stuff out of here because I have no desire for you guys to watch me tumbling down these rocks on a freaking live stream, to be honest with you. That I kind of stumbled back there on the way down here a while ago, and I'm like, we're not going to do that again. So we're gonna fish here until we're done, and when we get ready to leave, I'm gonna shut the live down, and I'll just trust me. I'll just climb up this hill and get on that logging road and walk out of here, and then I'll go back down and grab my rest of my gear and take it on out of here. You're in the dungeon right now. I don't see you on there, buddy. Yep, frozen bait, frozen fisherman. It was cold this morning when I made that thumbnail. It was 27 freaking degrees, and I'm using the bait I'm using is some shad that I got from Josh Dunnigan when we did the Baldwin Bash. That's the bait I got today. I do have one carp with me. I actually brought two, but I brought one down here that I caught yesterday afternoon and kept alive till this morning. But I really thought it's going to be a lot colder today than it is. The sun's shining on me, kind of taking a little edge off of it. But yeah, whenever I got up to head to the river this morning. It's 27 degrees, and then by the time I got to the river, it was like 29. I don't know what it is now. I know it feels better than I thought it was going to. I've been off and on, taking my coat off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, just back and forth. It just depends on if the wind's blowing or not. You know, if there's a little breeze blowing, you got to put your jacket on. But every now and then it'll stop, you got to take your coat off. No, that is just absolute nightmare right there. Tripping over all that crap, walking along that bank. I'm just not into it the way I used to be. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not. I ain't into all that hiking over that crap. It's not fun anymore. Oh, you thought I said frozen butt, frozen fisherman. Oh, frozen bait, Jody. I just now read that. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, I had to hold my hand up over my glasses to block the sunlight. It says frozen butt, frozen fisherman. Okay. Oh my God, leave it to you. That's my girl. Oh Lord have mercy. Oh, hey there, Jody girl, my Jody girl. Whew, that girl crazy. Ain't got a lick of sense. You know, last time we fished right here, there was a big old otter come swimming up and tried to steal our bait from the, come walking up on the bank and trying to get into the bait cooler. I said, better get on out of here. I didn't bring enough for both of us. I did dump the cooler out when I left, though. I'm sure he found it and just left it on the bank for him. Big old otter swimmer. If he don't get it, the eagles and the buzzards will. Simple as that. I got them rod holders wedged behind that log down there. And that log's not very steady. I probably need to cram some rocks underneath it because if they pull real hard, they'll roll that log and get them rods. I kind of stuck one in there on this end, but I don't have 100% faith that that log's not going to roll in the water if a big fish pulled on them rods. Oh well, stole shed from a cat at the dam one time. Did you have to throw rocks at him to get him to drop it, or did you just chase him down? Uh, I left my water and everything down there at that other spot. I ain't got nothing to drink, man. I'm sitting there just now realizing I'm like, crap, I ain't drinking that river water. That's just asking for dysentery or what's that beaver fever, giardia. Yeah, you know the screaming memes before the night's out. Yeah, I'll pass. I'd rather die of dehydration than die from that crap. Just walked over and took it from him. He looked surprised when I did it. I bet he did. You lucky you didn't get cat scratch fever. The cats I know around here, you try to take it, they're gonna claw the crap out of you. Oh, it's like taking candy from babies. Jody gonna go snatch a shad from a cat. Give me that. That cat's going. Mhm. I ain't gonna say what that cat said. Oh, I'm sure he had some choice meow words. He said, "Come on, meow, give back my shad, meow." Oh Oh man, the head is on the boat right now. I'm telling you, there's a submerged wing dam right there, right where that sun shines hitting the water. That's the end of the wing dam, and it's underwater. I don't know. Me and Richards tried that before. We pulled right up on that underwater wing dam, and it's pretty hit or miss. Sometimes the fish would be there, sometimes they wouldn't. It's not like a, oh yeah, the wing dam's underwater. It's guaranteed we're gonna tear them up. No, it's not true. I'm not sure where we're gonna fish next weekend. I have something figured out before Saturday anyway. They generally always do. Have our minds made up, spot picked out, and a plan. Now I know there's a little old blue cat down there waiting just to eat that somewhere. If he just that bait's probably about 5 feet in front of his face. He just needs to scoot up a little bit. I can't believe we reeled in from that last spot and didn't get hung up. That was a shocker. Actually, kind of surprised me. I thought for sure it'd be hung up. I'm already thinking about what it's going to be like when I come get out of here. It's not going to be fun. It's going to take forever to pack all this crap out of here. I don't know how much of this I got left in me, y'all. I ain't lying. It's getting to the point where it's more work than I want to put into it. I mean, generally speaking, you only got so many years. You got a limited number of years as a bank angler, especially in spots like this, locations like this. It's not something you're going to do until the later years of your life. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you go, you know what? You just can't do that no more. And I got a feeling I'm getting real close to that time. Of course, I've always said it. You know, I ain't never, you know, misled anybody as far as I know. I've always told them my doctors said, you know, you better enjoy this while you can because you're not doing it very much longer. And they told me that 5 years ago. But I wish he'd been a little bit more specific on how much time I had left. Because I don't want to go see him. He said, you should have quit 3 years ago. My God, I can't believe you're still doing that. They don't never tell you nothing until they can run a bill up on it. Yeah, the doctors love it. They go, yeah, I see a lot of money coming out of that guy in the future. It's no doubt. He's going to be up in here in the hospital eventually. We'll make $1 off of him. I can't complain. I got pretty good doctors though. Mine are mine are all right by me. They constantly finding stuff wrong though. I'm like, man, y'all just need to back off a little bit. Can I come to the doctor just once and you say, you know what? You're looking pretty good. No, no, they can't do it. Absolutely not. I was like, you're a damn wreck. I'm like, well, y'all bedside manner just I'll tell you what, makes a person feel really good about themselves. Talking about what a disaster I am. But they like them kind of people. They make more money off of them. Doctor can't make no money off of a healthy person. You know what I'm saying? They like the sick ones. You're my favorite patient. I see you every week. The fish I walked all the way down here, the least you can do is bite that hook. It's the least you can do. After making me walk all the way down here, making me think this is where you're at. I wish I could. I think my chair just broke. Damn it! I just heard something pop. Oh my god! Ain't that the way? Figures. I think I broke my chair. When it rains, it pours. I bet you I've had 47 bites on them 3 rods I left back down there. Ain't no telling. I'm gonna do the old Forrest Gump on y'all here after a while. I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. It's coming up quick. Was it your knees? No, I don't. I've got my right knee's kind of messed up, and they're wanting to do knee replacement on it, but it ain't so bad right now that there's a rush on that. What my problem is more than anything is I got severe arthritis in my joints, and the biggest thing is I've got degenerative bone disease, which is genetic, and it's in my lower spine and my neck. But basically, the bones are just deteriorating in my spine and my neck, which aggravates it. I got bone spurs in my neck on the left side that press on the nerve and go for its gut. But yeah, it's nothing to cry about. You know, we all get older, and you just got to accept the fact that as you get older, things start tearing up. You just got to try to enjoy life anyway. I mean, I tell people about my medical stuff, but um, I'm not trying to get sympathy from nobody, because you know what, I've accepted it, and I just let them know, say, hey, got bad back, bad knees, bad shoulders, and bone spurs in my neck, and half deaf, going blind, and I got a bald spot on top of my head. And I tell you, now but it ain't no big deal. Y'all gonna get it eventually. It'll come around. It goes around, comes around. You know what I mean? Main thing is that I like to do is show you that you can still try to get out and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Although, like my wife and my doctors tell me, said, you push things a little too far. You can still do what you want to do, but don't try to exceed your limitations, so to speak. Have your lower back, yeah, degenerative disc disease, 100%. Uh, I would wish that on nobody. Uh, a lot of people don't like it because I tell them, I said, but they've got me on some of the strongest painkillers that you can get put on, and I've had people that come up to me and said, I don't like you taking those painkillers all the time. You're gonna get addicted to them and all that. And, I get it. I get it. I appreciate their concern. But what they don't realize is the doctor told me when they put me on those painkillers, and they said, we're not worried about you being addicted to them, because the fact of the matter is you're going to be on them for the rest of your life. Now, what they do worry about is how many I take at a time. Uh, they know I'm going to have an addiction, right? But I have to be smart enough to know how many to take and not, exceed my prescribed level, so to speak. So, if we're anything out here, we're honest with you. I don't promote taking painkillers, but I tell you what, some people in their situation, uh, it's not a bad thing. I mean, they were made for a reason. It's just that a lot of people abuse them, point blank. Take them when they don't need them, or just take them because they want to. But if you treat them with respect and use them like they're prescribed, They have absolutely have done a lot to make me far more productive than I would be. I'll tell you that. Uh, Without my pain meds, there's no way I could come out here and do this crap. And that being said, at the end of the day, every time I do this, every time I come out here and climb on these rocks and run around stuff, later that night, I pay for it. I mean, I absolutely pay for it because you'll sit down on a recliner or lay on the couch, and you lay there for like an hour, just kind of chilling out, and then we go to get up, and you go, "Oh crap! I might have pushed myself a little too hard today." If y'all stove up and sword, stiffened up, but we're just having conversation. I'm not whining. I'm perfectly fine with my life. I mean, do I wish I was healthier? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? But you know what? I feel pretty good about the life I live, stuff I get to do, and I'm all right with it. I'm okay. You know, I've come to terms with a lot of stuff and said, you know what? There's a lot of people out there that's way worse off than you are, so don't be a crybaby. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd hate to think use that one person said, nope, there ain't nobody out there worse than me. It's just like a head on a stick or something, you know? That's about as bad as it can get. They got your head in a jar and keeping you alive, you know, or whatever. That's about the worst you can get right there. And still be conscious about it. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible, but I would say that's the bottom of the barrel right there. If they ever develop the technology where, well, his body's shot, let's just cut his head off and put it in a jar and he can keep living like that. And be like, well, this sucks. I mean, you couldn't go fishing or nothing, man. How awful would that be? Think that's the worst case scenario. You know what I mean? So just take that to heart. For I know there's a lot of y'all out there. I got a lot of people that watch me. Let's just say you're not old, but you're a little bit on the vintage side. Let's say, and we all got our aches, pains, and we kind of enjoy telling each other about it. But we got to keep in mind, at least you're not a head in a jar. Whoever the first one that gets to do that, you win the prize for the worst shape of anybody. Uh, you're doing great, young man. Enjoy it while you can. Don't stop until you have to. That's exactly right, Greg. I'm not going to stop until I just absolutely cannot do it again. But, you know, I might have to break out the old John boat, get out there, and get that motor fixed. And I might have to start pond fishing or something, you know. Go in these conservation areas, go on these conservation lakes where you can pull up here with a handicap sticker on your truck and just fish off the tailgate. You know what I mean? I can do that. Won't bother me a bit. I don't know if we just made a bad choice to move to this spot or the fish just stopped biting earlier. Because I know they quit down there too. So it might just be that time of day where you just ain't going to catch nothing. And that's okay. Let's see, been live for 2 hours and 13 minutes. Oh, it's decision time. Because I'm not moving again. I'm just not going to do it. It ain't happening. But I do got maybe. I got another idea cooking up in my head right now. Because I see there's a fast current right against the bank and a fast current just out from it. I don't know though. Them baits should be right in that pocket that I threw him a while ago. If there ain't no fish there, then I don't know where to look for them at. That's the spot that I would have hit, and that's where we're at. So if they're not wearing it out there, they're probably just not biting, most likely. One thing I got going for me, I carried this stuff down here in my FOA sling for weighing fish. I I use that thing a lot. I put my rod holders in it and my chair and my tripod and all that stuff, and I use it like a carrying bag to go down to the bank. So if you're just using your FOA rod, FOA sling, just simply for weighing fish, if you're a bank angler, you're missing out on an opportunity because that thing's handy as hell, man. I ain't kidding you. You can use it to carry rod holders, a little bitty small hammer, and put your chair and your tripod in it, and use that sling to carry stuff down to the bank, and then have it laid out there. And if you do catch a big fish, you got it to weigh fish with. But it's about as handy as a spare foot, an extra leg or whatever. I mean, it's comes in quite handy. I'm gonna tell you what, look, I can lose some weight. My belt buckle is cutting into the bottom of my belly, and it's painful. There you go, whining again, Danny. Quit crying. Shut up. All right, whatever you say, buddy. Just talk to yourself sitting out here. Rods ain't doing nothing. I mean, it'd be nice if you pull up a catfish, you can talk to him. He's grunting at you. That's spare foot, but John has it now. I know he does. I've seen it. I have seen that foot. I'm hoping he brings it with him to Owensboro, Kentucky, and brings it to Memphis. And we can just hang that thing up in display in the booth when we were out there, at any of the shows and stuff. Say Gimpy's foot. Let's see. I've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes now. I don't know. I'm getting pretty tired. I just, I had no doubt these fish will probably bite this afternoon. Uh, they usually do. Problem with that is I don't want to be here this afternoon. I have, I have no intentions of hanging around that long. I do got one catfish in the cooler. I can take him home, flay him up, and he's big enough that we'll give half of it to Station, half of it to me, and we can still eat that fish tonight. It's probably about all I need anyway. Trying to lose weight, so there ain't nothing wrong with that. Why does that keep saying back tap? I don't want a back tap. Let's see. We'll be at Memphis in February, so the whole package will be there. Um, is Memphis in February? Is that when we're doing that? I think, you know what? I think it is. I believe you're right. That's next freaking month. Oh my God. I got to start getting ready for that. I'm not sure if we got all the arrangements took care of on that yet. Okay. I need to get with John and get all the fine tuning took care of as far as plans and stuff. I mean, I'm going to be there. Don't worry about that. Buck man, I missed you at Baldwin, but I tell you what, you didn't miss much. The bite sucked uh, on the bank anyway. Not Richard. Yeah, Richard, Cluck, and Stephanie, they were the stars of the show at Baldwin. They were out there on their boat, and man, they caught a ton of fish. But the bank bite wasn't that great. So in a way, I'm kind of glad you didn't make it. So you didn't drive all that way for nothing. But it'll get better. And we've got we'll have a thing coming up when the fishing time is better that we'll probably go to Crab Orchard Lake over in southern Illinois, and we'll meet up with Josh Dunnigan and Jerry Parker and all of them there. You can ask Old Boy Outdoors, Larry and Fanny Listenby. They went with us to Crab Orchard last year and had an absolute blast. And man, we were on the fish, buddy. We caught a ton of them. So we may do something like that in the springtime or something, get something worked out. And, anytime we do any of that stuff like that, don't even wait for an invitation because you've got a permanent invitation to anything we do, brother. If we're doing it, you're invited. Just put it that way. We ain't got to ask you. Just automatically know. If we're doing something and you want to come up there, bring your butt on. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And you're permanently invited. Yeah, 5 hours would have. Get me back here. What did that say? Suck for sure. Get over there and summer and fish this morning. Absolutely, man. We'll put you. They got several options, man. You can be on a boat with Richard. You can be on a boat with Jerry Parker. You can be on a boat with Josh Dunnigan. And whichever one you decide to do, man, I'll hop in there with you, man. But you got all kinds of choices. And hell, we may just like play Chinese fire grill and have you jump on one of them's boat for an hour or two and then pull up there and jump on the other guy's boat for an hour or two. And then, you know what I'm saying? Do it like an old Chinese fire drill we used to do at the stop signs or stoplights. See a shark. See a shark run. Oh, I love you, man. Gotta cook for mom. Okay, Buggy. We'll see you soon, buddy. Oh, that wind just picked up now. Oh, Lord. That's blowing. Good. Great. Where'd that come from? That's about 20, 30 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing the shark run this year or not. I ain't got nothing planned yet, but that's mainly because I haven't really put no thought into it. I haven't talked to Stacy. I don't know if she's wanting to. I don't know if we're going to try to go to Florida this year or Louisiana or Mississippi or one of them. But we went to Waveland, Mississippi last year. That was our big trip for the year. Uh, it was a lot closer to Florida, I'll tell you that. But we got there a week late because I talked to everybody when we was down there and said, man, if you'd have been here a week ago, the fishing was absolutely off the chart. He said, we had all that rain, and so all that fresh water was pouring into the Gulf, and it just chased all the fish out to deeper water. And he said, yep, you missed it by a week. I'm like, well, crap, dude. So, that's my problem a lot of times. It's just timing and being able to go and when I can go. The majority of the time, the company I work for, the only time I can really take off to go is on July 4th, the week of it, or the week of Christmas. Because we get 2 weeks vacation every year, but it's always on the July 4th week and Christmas week. That being said, they did start doing paid time off for us this year, but I only get like 30 something hours, I think it is, of paid time off, in addition to my week in July and my week in December that I get off. 2 hours, 22 minutes. Well, that's a stand time of 5 seconds. 2 hours, 22 minutes, 22 seconds. It just went by. Well, y'all, I'm not sure, but I kind of got a feeling that Andrew DeFord and them might be going live or kind of itching to today because he was asking me how long I was going to be live. Usually, when somebody asks you that, that means that they're wanting to go live and they're trying to be courteous and not go on top of you, which I don't care. It don't bother me. I don't care if you know, just put it out there. I don't care if somebody goes live the same time I do. Does not bother me a bit. I'm not like that. Some people are. Like, I can't believe you went live while I was live. You took all my viewers. I don't care. It don't bother me a bit. Now, that being said, here's a general rule of thumb that I put out there to everybody. You can go live anytime you want. It doesn't matter if somebody else is live. The one rule that you don't break, listen to me carefully here. Turn your ears on and turn them all the way up. To me, the rule you don't break, if you're going live the same time somebody else is, do not go into their live stream and try to get people to come over to yours. Just go live. If they show up, they show up. But that's something I will not do to somebody. If you go in somebody's live streaming, hey y'all, I'm going live in 5 minutes. Everybody come over there and watch me. That pisses me off beyond belief. Um, You don't have to do that. Just go live. And if I know you're live, I did it today. As a matter of fact, I can prove my point right now. I thought Josh Dunning was going live, and as soon as I came live, I announced to everybody. I said, "Hey, uh, uh, Josh Dunnigan is supposed to be going live in a little while. If you guys want to hop over and watch him, that's I'm fine with it. Or if you want to bounce back and forth, I'm good with it. If I tell people that somebody else is live, that's one thing, because I'm on my channel and I'm the one telling everybody. But if you go on anybody's live and start telling everybody, hey, go over to so and so's channel, he's on, that is just dirty beyond belief, in my opinion. And that's just my rant right there. But I do it all the time, and I did it today. If somebody else is live the same time I am, I will tell everybody. I did it today, and I do it every time. But do not come into my live and tell me so and so's live on his channel. Let's all go over there. Don't come here and steal on my people. They'll leave on their own. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll run them off. 5 minutes of watching me, and they're going to leave anyway. So just be patient. You know what I mean? If you disagree with me, that's okay. I don't care. It's all right. You know what? We all got to be different. If everybody was the same, it'd be the most boring crap in the whole wide world. Everybody's got to think the same way. Everybody's got to be the same way. No, you don't. No, you do not. You be you, and I'll be me, and together we'll have a fantastic time. It's the way life's supposed to be. Everybody getting mad at everybody for being different. That don't make no sense to me. It's boring. Everybody's got to think the same way. Everybody's got to be the same way. I said, you don't want that, and you do. You think you do, but you don't. Trust me. Everybody needs to be different, and everybody needs to be okay with that. Don't be mad at somebody because they're different than you. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous to me. Life's too short for that crap. It's like so much crap in the world today where everybody says you're wrong and I'm right. You're wrong. Like, well, you know what? You could both be right. Odds are you're both wrong. But you can live a lot happier if you just think like that. Trust me. I do it every day. I do. I'm like, yeah, that guy's an idiot, but you know what? He's got an opinion too. I'm okay with some people being stupid. I'm sure they think the same thing about me, and that's all right. Let's see. Oh, got a tiny boat scrubbed up, stickered for the season. Do you want catfish rods and ready for the nice? I'm looking forward to that. I've been seeing a lot of pictures y'all been posting. Benoit girls. I tell you what, I wish I could make videos like they do. They're just amazing. I'm just too old and stubborn to try to figure that crap out. I just do the rough, raw. I'm going fishing if y'all want to watch. Hmm. Ain't gonna be nothing fancy. It'd be nice to be able to do some of them little, better class of videos. But it's not so important to me that I'm gonna oh my god, I don't even want to do this anymore because I can't do it like everybody else. No, I'm the bread and butter style of YouTubing, StreamYarding and stuff. What you see is what you get. There ain't gonna be nothing fancy. Ain't gonna have no dancing pigs running across the bottom of the screen. It ain't happening. you know, ain't gonna be no little bluebird fly down and give me a worm for bait. It ain't happening. It's just gonna be raw. Well, crap. 2 hours, 28 minutes. Y'all, I think I'm fixing to peel my butt out of here and start carrying this stuff to the truck. Because I don't think these fish are going to start biting for another It'd be probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock my time, maybe even 5. But I'm not waiting around to find out. This is Sunday. It's my day of rest. I've already done my exertion. I'm gonna go home and rest. Get ready for work tomorrow because you know how much I love that. Not, but it's what we do. You gotta put it forth the effort to take care of your own business. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna do it for me. One of your rods couldn't just happen to go down real hard all of a sudden, could you? And because I want to tell you right now, even if we caught like a 50 or 60 pound fish right now, I'd show it to you, turn it loose, and we'd still get out of here. Just, you know, accomplished what we did today. I think what I might do though is I'm kind of got a thinking about going back into town and backing the truck up to the shoreline and throwing out just a couple of rods right there because I'm fishing in shallow water anyway. Might as well do it in comfort. But if I do, I won't go live. I'm just gonna hang around for 30 minutes there and see if I can't pull a couple fish out and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Oh, that wind quit blowing, that sunshine on me. I feel like a lizard on a rock. I'm just laying here sun tanning right now, trying to get warm. It feels quite lovely. Okay. Well, there's 2 hours, 30 minutes. I done went past. But man, I just got a feeling one of them rods going to hit. Come on, man. I know there's one freaking fish out there that's sitting in that pocket. He just needs to move over 5 or 6 feet and find that bait. Well, crap. And honestly, I said I should just end this and then walk back down there so you guys don't see me falling. Could, I don't know, could go down there and check them other rods and make sure there ain't no fish on them. Then call it good. Feeling a bit peckish. Oh, Lord. Well, at least we moved and tried something different. It didn't work out for us, though. It is what it is. Uh, Using the 12-foot thrown car roof between the ice and the nice. I 12 foot on top of the car. That ought to be a sight to see. Have you got like a rack on top of the car to attach that to? Or you guys just run straps through when you roll the window down and run it under the hood? You know what I mean? I've done that before. I've put a job boat on top of the car before and tied it to the front bumper and the back bumper with ratchet straps and just kind of ratchet it down. And then you couldn't open the door, so you had to keep the windows rolled down and climb in out the car because the boat would fit over the car and keep the doors shut. You have to climb out the window to get out. Done that before when I was a kid. On my old 67 Chevy Bel Air, driving down the highway with a boat strapped to the top of the car. The dumbest thing we ever did when we was kids is we tried to shove the back of the transom of a 10-foot John boat into the trunk of the car, and only 3 feet of the boat was in the car, and the other 7 feet was sticking straight up. And we took off and we about broke the boat in half. Hit a bump and wrinkled the crap out of it. Just ruined that boat. That fish ain't gonna bite. Not down here anyway. That's all right. Sometimes you just gotta accept what it is. Learn to live with it. Let me turn around and look. I want to see how hard it'd be to go up this hill and just go to that. I don't know about climbing through them trees though. I don't know about that. That's kind of sketchy too. Hmm. I don't think it's doable though. We can go walk up on the logging road. You know what I mean? Throw them on a rag, ratchet straps through the window, and tie down. Do it in the back. There you go. That's the way I used to do it. I don't know. Y'all want to try to climb that hill and get out of here, and we'll go walking down the logging road? I'm not walking back over them rocks. I'm not doing that crap. Forget that. I ain't doing it. We'll pack this stuff up and we'll take the logging road through the woods and we'll make our way back down to them other rods. Is what we'll do. But I am not climbing back over them rocks. Not gonna do it. Get my mind right. I have to talk myself into stuff. I'll sit here all damn day and be like, oh, man, come on, get up. Just pack it up and go move. Just do it. Just do it. And you sit here and tell yourself over and over and over again until you finally do it. You know what I mean? It's just really hard for me to talk myself into doing stuff sometimes. It's a chore, I assure you. There's a chipmunk back here behind me. I ain't never seen no chipmunk down here before. That's a first for me. I didn't think them things was around here. He's hopping around on them rocks back there. I thought them things hibernated. I know squirrels don't, but I thought chipmunks did. Hmm. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What are you gonna do, Danny? Make up your mind. Was it 2 hours and 36 minutes live? Oh, hell, let's just sit here 24 more minutes and we'll just kill the live at 3 hours. I don't feel like getting up. I really don't. Just gonna wait it out. See what happens. Well, if one of you fight, it'd be nice if fish just felt sorry for me and just bit out of sympathy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on now. Don't be like that. Go ahead on bite that hook. Go back in that eddy back up over there. It's like a big cut right there. You see it? Right there. But the other rods are right there. But they're fishing on that side of it. I wonder if we just get right there and throw back into that cut from this side. Might be better. That's where we caught our one fish at today, anyway. Was right out of that cut right there. That's where that fish was at that we caught. Sun glaring off the water makes it hard to film anyway. Lord help me. Uh, they take our freaking boat ramps. Can't launch spring. Oh, okay. Oh, you guys lose your boat ramps? I know I got several conservation areas where it'd be awesome. I've actually wanted to do some crappie fishing in the wintertime, but you can't fish there because they close it down for waterfowl season. You're not allowed to go in there and fish. They got all the duck hunters and stuff up in there, and they don't want people up in there fishing. So some of the prime time for catching crappie on that conservation lake, yeah, you can't even fish it because, like I said, you got duck hunters out there, and they don't want you don't mix duck hunters and fishermen. It's not a well mixed when you got them too close together. For some reason or another, they don't want them hanging out in the same place at the same time. course, I guess I can understand it. You don't be sitting there fishing and get a shotgun load of steel shot in the back of your head while you try to catch a crappie. You know what I mean? Be like, flap. Get enough of that real quick. It's all you want of that and done. Hmm. Let's see. 21 more minutes. 20 more minutes I could do. I could actually do something I said I wasn't going to do. They can, yeah, I did. Hell with it. We're going to walk along them rocks and go back to the other rods. There's a thought. And go back. We'll go down there and check the other rods and then we'll kill the show. You know what I mean? We'll do that. I'm just thinking outside my head right now. The first thing I got to do is pack all this up. We're going to go back along the rocks. I know I said we wasn't going to, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway because we're going to go back down and check them other rods and then we'll quit. I gave you every chance I can to get you to buy it. If you don't want to work with me, there ain't nothing else I can do. Oh, those are blue-winged teals. The ducks are fun. Hmm. Yeah, I've had enough. Just want to lay back on sleep. Oh, Not looking forward to this at all. All right. We said we weren't going to do it. Well, let's do one more stupid thing. We're going to walk back along the rocks and get back to them other rods. We'll go check on them, and then we'll shut it down. Get out of here. Now, I am going to move a lot slower going back than I did coming down here. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be out of breath, so I apologize for all the huffing and puffing before it gets started. We can walk along this little sandbar here until we get to the rocks anyway. Makes it a little easier on us. Ain't got much gear right now, but it's surprising how heavy this stuff gets. Even just a little bit of stuff when you're having to climb over all this crap. Ooh, that's a slick spot there. I don't want to get that mud on my feet because then you step on these rocks and you'll slide. All right, one step at a time, y'all. It's slick rock there. We'll be stopping a lot too, so bear with me. And go really slow. Watch where we're stepping. Come on. Ooh, I don't want to go down in that dip. We're going to have to go up higher. Get out of that. Climb over this log. Here we go. I can see the other rods. Don't let them appear to be bent over or tugging or nothing. What the hell is that? What is that? Oh, it's got a weird leaf. Okay, never mind. Oh, come on. Take your time, Daddy. Easy. That rock slipped right under my foot. Oh, come on. Oh. Just think about it. Maybe the last time you guys ever see me do this, because I've had about all of it I want for my lifetime. I ain't lying. I absolutely hate these rocks. We're almost there. Didn't take as long as we thought. Just got to take your time and make it happen. All right, hold on. We're almost there. Oh, arthritis in my wrist is giving out. I had to set the rods down. Well, early 40 feet away and I had to stop. That's sad. All right, keep going. Just pick them up and go, Danny. Pick them up and go. You're almost there. You can make it. Come on now. Oh, I'm dragging my rod tips on the rocks. Dadgummit. Come on now. Yeah. There we go. All right. Whew. We are back. That wasn't so bad. Other than I hated it, wasn't so bad at all. None of them rods look like they did anything while we was gone. I got tackle dumped out. That tackle dumped out all over the ground here everywhere. Gotta pick all that crap up. All right. Let me catch my breath and then we'll get out of here, okay? Yeah, I was carrying it. I had that FOA sling loaded with my chair, my rod holders, and bait and the hammer and stuff. And that don't sound like much, but I kind of wrapped the handle around my wrist and held it over my head while I was walking back down here. And that's pretty rough. Even with just that little bit of gear in there, it's more than I wanted. Them rods all look like they're pretty much out the same spot they were when I left, so I guess that is what it is. Don't reckon nothing fantastic happened while I was gone. I make sure I ain't got no snot hanging out my nose, and I'm gonna turn this camera around and take you guys by. I ain't that far from the truck now. I can actually make 2 trips and carry this stuff out of here. Carried it all down in 1 trip, believe it or not. But I'm not gonna try to do that getting out of here. I'm gonna make 2 trips. It's a lot easier on me. Try and carry all that crap. That damn backpack, the thing weighs about 50 pounds with all them sinkers and stuff in it. That's probably the hardest thing to carry out of here is that backpack. Because even on your back, man, it just wears you out. Quit complaining, Danny. Whine, whine, whine. It seems like everybody watch your show. It's all you do is whine. Well, I'm not whining. I'm just telling you the truth. Just telling you what it's like. Ain't trying to sound like I'm whining. I'm just saying it freaking hurts. Just state facts. All right, let's get this thing done with. I'm sure y'all's had enough of me. I ain't had enough of y'all, but I've had enough of this. You know what I'm saying? I've had all of it I can do for today. Man, I tell you what, breaks my heart. I sure do miss the days. Oh, you know what I mean. Let's do this real quick. Oh, so it's gonna be in my eyes, but that's all right. It'll be okay. Come on, stupid camera. Good grief. Yeah, it sun's blinding the crap out of it. You can tell my transition lens is pretty dark. Yeah. We're all gonna get there someday. Gonna get to the point where you just, you know, how many times you ever sit with, like when my grandparents were still alive, and one of my favorite things to do, and it made him feel better. It always did because he loved talking about it. But my grandpa used to sit with me, and I'd be going fishing, stuff like that, hunting, and it did kind of, make him a little sad because he knew that his days of doing that were long, long, long gone. Wasn't gonna happen anymore. But it made him feel better, the fact that I would just sit there, just locked in, focused on his every word of him telling me stories of that time he went deer hunting and went over, man, climbed, up and down these ridges for 5 miles, and shot this buck that we'd been after, and took us the rest of the day and half the night to drag it out of there and get it back. And he'd tell me all Laura fishing, and we'd run up down the bank all night long, rods bending, catching them, and have limb lines set out, catching fish. And he just loved telling them stories. But what he loved more than telling the stories, or let me say it, what he loved most about telling them stories is when he had his grandkids, just fascinated and paying attention and listening to every word that he said and enjoying hearing him tell about it. That helped him to relive all that. Because for a lot of you, I know uh, it's hard to imagine. I mean, you're out fishing and doing this and that stuff, and you just don't see any end in sight, at this time. And, you shouldn't worry about it right now. Okay. Worry about that when that day comes. But just realize that day comes a lot faster than any of us imagine. Uh, man, I mean, time's just so quick in my life that it just seems like yesterday I was, doing this and doing that. And like, what happened? And time has no favoritism on anybody. And that's what makes us being able to do this so freaking special. More than you know. More than you know. Because it's gonna creep up on you faster than you think. And you're gonna look back and say, God, I wish I could still do that. So every day that you can go out fishing, every day, just go for a walk in the park, go for a bike ride, do whatever you do. You know, enjoy every moment. Don't worry about don't live a life constantly worrying about crap. Trust me, there's a day coming when that's all you do pretty much is just worry about stuff. So while you got the ability to get out and enjoy outdoors, enjoy nature, put that crap out of your head and live a good life, live a fun life. Okay? That's right. I'm doing my little soapbox speech thing here, whatever. Crazy old guy on the riverbank. I wouldn't trade for nothing. I wouldn't trade any of y'all. You sit here and listen to me like my grandpa used to tell stories, and I'd listen to him. And that was another part of my life that was amazing. You have an amazing life. Each and every one. Just got to learn how to live it. Stresses come, stresses go. Good time to stay in your mind forever. I promise you they will. You're my brothers, you're my sisters, you're my catfish family. God bless each and every one of you. Because you know that I love you. Thank you guys for spending time with me today. We caught fish on stand day. Didn't do much this afternoon as far as fish, but we did something even better. We spent time together. Thank you guys again. See you again real soon. Bye, everybody. I got to try to get up that hill right there and get the hell out of here. Love y'all. Bye.